on Tonight Orlando. I'm your host, Dr. Carl, and I'm excited once again because I have a unique group of gentlemen here called the Nashville Brass. They just cross generations. You haven't seen these people yet. This is unique. You will only see it on our show. We have people who played with Dolly Parton, Hank Williams Jr. I mean, this is crossing generations from my daughter who loves country western and my 91-year-old mother who likes country western. But I gotta thank our band again. Spoon's on the sax, Bob on the bass, Larry's in the studio on the drums. We got Jordan on guitar and Harrison on keys. So today we're gonna give you a nice insight to a very unique group of gentlemen that does instrumental brass. I mean, they won a Grammy for Best Country Instrumental. How many people knew that? I bet you did, but we know it now. So Herb, welcome, the leader of this crew. And I'm not going to say Motley. There's Ed and Larry. I've seen you before, buddy. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Good.
So talk to me. How did you get the three of you guys together here? Well, I know there's more than three.
Well, we all played on the band at one time or another.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're not a tribute band. We are the band.
You are the band.
Yeah. So when we all ended up at Disney, and so we've stayed in touch with each other, and I found a way to procure the Nashville Brass Library from Danny's estate.
Wow.
And now I'm putting this all back together because I think there's an audience for it here.
Well, there's definitely an audience because this is unique. So we're going to roll a clip right now so you can see what we're talking about. Roll the clip. I've never really listened to all instrumental because I like singing and stuff, but you guys, fantastic. So now you got another convert, and I can't wait to show my daughter who's totally into country, and she's 40. So this is crossing all boundaries.
Yeah.
You're just not playing to my 91-year-old grandmother or my mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is great. So you brought some crops here. If you don't know who Danny Davis is, where's this from?
That's one of the first music folders they used. That thing's probably 50 years old.
50?
Or more.
Like 70.
If this was made in the 50s,
No, not made in the 50s. That's probably from the 70s?
oh, this was 60s?
Late 60s.
Late 60s? Yeah.
Okay, so 65 years, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Danny Davis. And then Nashville Brass. What's this album?
I
Tell me
played
about
on
this.
3 albums, and that's one of them. And Ed played on one, and you've got another one there to show.
Okay.
And the third one I don't have with me, but so between the two of us, we played on 4 of the Nashville Brass albums.
And this album's called How I Love Them Old Songs.
That's when Danny started adding vocals. We actually started having band vocals and extra singers on the recordings.
Now, you played with Hank Williams Jr., huh?
2 albums.
Tell us about it.
One was called Montana Cafe, and the other was called Silver Streak.
Okay.
And my favorite cutoff of that one was called "If the South Had Won the War, We'd Had It Made." And it was such a cute song. There was nothing horribly contradictory, but the charm of the South,
Right.
and just and how it all played that, and how they'd like to see more of that. But it was a great record, and it was really a pleasure to work with Bocephus.
Bocephus.
Yeah.
And Ed, you played with Dolly?
Yep.
Tell us about Dolly Parton. Everybody loves Dolly Parton.
She's a great lady, very talented, wonderful to be around, very witty. I only did live performances with her. I wasn't on any of her albums. But,
So you did live performances. You did Jolene?
Yes, we did.
What else did you? 9 to 5?
9 to 5, yeah.
See, that's everybody knows
Coat
that
of Many
music.
Colors.
Which one?
Coat of Many
Coat
Colors.
of Many Colors.
Yeah.
And he wrote an arrangement of Jolene that's on the clips
So
that
the
you guys are going to
arrangement
see.
he wrote is on the clips, and it's going to be released, what, in a week or two?
That's another one. That's Ring of Fire. that I'm working
Oh,
on.
Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire.
Working
Yeah,
on that.
I'm looking at your playlist here, and it blows me away because there's some Elvis stuff on here too. It's unbelievable.
little
Hey,
bit of
good
everything.
looking. That's Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
I know that one. And Cold Cold Heart. Who's that?
That's Hank.
Hank again. And Good Hearted Woman.
Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jones.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's right.
very nice.
Danny did an album with Waylon. Danny produced Waylon on an album.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there is a folklore story about that where Waylon and Danny didn't see eye to eye. And Waylon brought a gun to the studio.
No way.
That's the folklore.
That's the folklore.
Danny denies it, but that's the diplomatic thing to do.
So did anybody else see the gun other than Danny?
Somebody made up the story.
Somebody made up the story. Wow. So Danny sounds like a little bit of a hothead sometimes, huh?
He has an Irish temper.
Irish temper.
Redhead.
Redhead.
Yeah.
So tell us about one of the interesting things that Danny did.
Well, I was early on the band. We were in the airport in Dallas and got grounded for weather, so we weren't going to make the show, which Danny was very upset about. And he pitched a temper tantrum, kicking and screaming and yelling and like a typical redhead would do. And all of us just kind of went, ooh. Yeah, but
Maybe like a typical 5-year-old he was on his back, shaking his hands and screaming.
yeah, he was, yeah.
You all kind of separated right away. Yeah.
we all just kind of went our own separate ways from him.
Now, the interesting thing about Davis is that he was with Chet Atkins, huh?
Yes, he worked for Chet Atkins in Nashville, and what a lot of people don't realize is Chet Atkins was a whole lot more than a guitar player. He was the RCA executive for the Nashville market.
Yeah.
So who did he sign? Did he sign a lot of musicians?
Was it Brenda?
Brenda Lee.
Brenda
Lee, okay.
Danny signed Brenda Lee. He helped produce Waylon. He discovered, this didn't have anything to do with Nashville, he discovered Herman's Hermits.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's just
Hermits,
so weird.
Hermits?
Yeah,
That is really weird.
Yeah.
How did he discover them? Do you know?
Still in New York
When
when
he's
that
still in
happened.
New
Oh,
York.
he was still in New York.
Oh, so-
okay, he was still working in New York. Yeah.
So he met them in New York.
Well, he
Right.
produced Connie Francis.
Yeah, he
And
did
Connie Francis.
Francis.
He produced her.
Right.
You also played with Frank Sinatra Jr., huh?
Frank Sinatra Jr. got a call to play with Frank Sr.
What happened?
to go to Vegas, and they canceled it.
They canceled what? The show?
They canceled the show. I was heartbroken. I was going to fly to Las Vegas and play lead trombone for Frank Sinatra,
Wow.
and they canceled it.
You must have been devastated.
I was not happy.
You seem a little bit more
Somebody
calm.
has to be calm here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who's calm. Well, Larry had a practice marriage, so I think he's more calm than anybody else.
Well, that's a secret now.
That's the secret. Larry's pretty mellow. I went through 20, 30 years practicing. I'm okay now.
Yeah, Larry's been through more abuse than the rest
Yeah,
of us.
yeah.
He's still a nice guy.
I know, it's
And
amazing.
He's a great musician.
He's
In fact, that's what I love about your band. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's an
Everybody's
instrumental
top
band,
notch, yeah.
and you all these songs that you guys can play. You don't need somebody singing them. I mean, you were playing before, and right away I knew Ring of Fire. I knew
that's
all
a
of them.
tenth of the list.
That's a tenth. How many songs? Would you guess?
350?
Yeah.
350?
Yeah.
400?
You guys have them all memorized?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
We
I was
might-
gonna say you guys could have been.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
It would take us a month just to play through them all.
Oh my God, 350 songs. So who keeps them all together? You,
Him.
the leader, and you drove up from Sarasota to be on our show, didn't you?
That's right.
Do you ever play in Sarasota?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. You know who's from
I
Sarasota?
play everywhere once.
As long as they call you, right? As long as they pay you and call you. That's what musicians do.
He'll play
I asked,
anywhere
where do you
for
guys
money.
play? Just send us the money. Show us the money.
That's
Show us
right.
Money, we'll go anywhere. Yeah.
Well, it's a rough life. People don't understand how tough it is when they're watching you perform or on TV. They go, oh, these guys got the life. Nah, everything that's going on between. Tell us what time you have to start working, what time you end.
Oh, if you're working, it's like depending on what you need for a personal warm up. I mean, you can put in 3 or 4 hours before you.
It's
play.
not a 9 to 5 like
No.
Dolly
No.
Parton is saying. 9 to 5, you guys don't exist at 9 to 5, right?
Anytime I can drive under 50 miles, I'm having a good day.
Really? You sound like my producer, Tom. He's always driving in Naples. Came through the show today. I'm in Naples. It's a rough life. It's not easy.
It is
No.
not easy. We make it look easy.
Yeah.
That's the whole key.
Right.
But you know what else is? You guys all love what you do. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm watching that clip and you're smiling. I mean, I can see your teeth. Well, I'm a dentist. You're all smiling. You're happy. Huh?
You're checking out the
I
teeth
check
all the
everybody's.
time.
See, that's what, I got ruined as a dentist. I used to look at women from the neck down. Now I just look up. I go, oh, I don't like that crown.
I love it.
No, I was on the set with Tom Cruise, The Days of Thunder. I wanted to do his front tooth so bad. You have no idea. Never happened. So, but I love what I do, just like you guys love what you do. And when you love what you do, it's not a job anymore.
That's
It
right.
really isn't a job. My kids used to laugh at me. Go, Dad, we come to your office, everybody's laughing, and you got it smells like food. Yeah, I would have bagels in there, sometimes pizza. Just like you guys. I'm sure when you're getting set up, you got your food, you're laughing, you're smiling, and then you perform.
Right.
It's like you're in a different zone, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
As Ed McMahon would say, you are correct, sir.
Well, I need an Edmund man. Are you auditioning for
I'm
that
there.
position?
I'll take the job.
He's ready. Yeah,
He's
you
got
gotta
his
be.
own mayonnaise jar, too.
That's right.
have
On
your own
Funk and
mayonnaise
Wagnall's
jar?
porch.
What is it?
Funk and Wagnall's porch.
Funk and Wagner's porch.
Funk and Wagnall.
What the hell is that?
That's where they kept the hermetically sealed envelopes for Karnak the Magnificent.
That's
Are
right.
you serious? I never heard any of this stuff. See, you learn something new on this show all the time. I have no idea what the heck
Must
they're
have
talking
gone to bed early when you.
Yeah.
I go to bed early all the time now. You know, when you hit over 60, 5 o'clock is the new norm to eat.
Exactly.
I used to laugh at all the people that were going to the happy hours at 4 or 5 o'clock for the early bird special. Now I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go to villages, that's when all the restaurants.
Oh, the villages. Hey, don't go about the villages. I can tell you about the villages. Come on. My friends wanted me to move this, and I don't think so. I'm not going to the villages. So, Herb, I understand you have your first gig coming up in Naples, Sarasota. Where?
Naples in October. And we're going to open the concert season at the North Naples Methodist Church. They have a great, big, huge concert season that they put on every year, and we're going to open the season.
Is that open to the public?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, because I have property in Everglades City, and my friend has a condo over there.
You're all set.
I
Come on over.
Maybe Tom and I will show up. You never
Right.
know where we're going to
great.
go.
Come on.
Yeah.
So this is your first new gig. The three you got. Well, how many is in the band?
There's 8.
There's 8 of you.
8.
Okay.
8 of us.
So we're missing 5. Are they sleeping
We're
in
missing
today?
5. Yeah, they slept in.
slept in.
And, well, they're not in the union. So
They're
we
not
don't
in the
let-
union? Okay, so you're union
We don't
workers.
let
Oh, they're killing me here. They're union workers. So. You're not being paid. Don't worry about it. And I'm taking your dues.
That's right.
Right, yeah.
Jeez, that's a tough room.
Yeah, it's a very tough room. You get no respect. It's like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
You saw that, huh?
We love Rodney.
Everybody loves Rodney. So, as a musician, I'm sure things have happened. I've heard other musicians tell me crazy stuff. And so, you have anything funny that you'd like to share with the audience?
Well, one time we were playing at the Aladdin casino in Vegas, and Danny had a bad habit of going overtime, and the casino was very unhappy about that. So we're playing one night, and they finally got fed up with him, and they dropped the curtain right in the middle
Just
of
drop
the
the
song.
curtain.
Just
While you're playing music, drop the curtain.
just dropped the curtain, and they even installed a clock in the floor so Danny would know what time it is.
So, did he throw a fit?
Boy, did he ever.
He didn't get on the back like he did at Dallas and start raising his hands, did he?
Close.
Oh, my goodness. This
Yeah.
guy sounds like a firecracker.
Yeah, he is. But he would go up like that and right back where he was.
Where was
Keel.
Danny from?
And as long as you weren't here,
Right.
you were safe.
Yeah.
Originally from Quincy, Mass.
Quincy, Mass. I was born in Chelsea, Mass.
Yeah.
I didn't think those people were that crazy. I'm starting to realize it's in the water.
Well, for Danny, it was more like in the Scotch.
And it's, oh, he's,
Yeah.
oh, he's
He
Irish.
liked to
McHale and Scotch?
he liked to have a little Scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Scotch drinker.
I'm a tequila drinker. In fact, I did bring tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This tequila was given to us because we have a sponsor named Legacy Liquors with a guy named Mo. Hi, this is Dr. Carl from Tonight Orlando, and I want to give a shout out to our first sponsor, Mo of Legacy Liquors in Longwood. Mo supplied us with this wonderful bottle of tequila. He has many bottles of tequila. Thank you, Mo, for sponsoring us at Legacy Liquors and Tonight Orlando. We love you. Thank you. And when we going to give this away at the end of probably August, so they can see what a unique group of guys you are and what we're bringing to
right.
Orlando. Because people think just Orlando's Disney, SeaWorld. No, we have a lot of talent in Orlando.
Absolutely.
And most
Yep.
people don't realize that. They think all the talent is in New York and California. No, we got a lot of talent here. And that's what Tom's vision is to bring the talent to Orlando and showcase. So I can't wait to show some of your music to my mother and to my daughter, who's big country western person. But you do more than country western. What other music genres do you play?
Oh, we cover everything. We cover pop music. We cover
Pop music.
That's right, and we cover
Big band jazz.
band jazz.
Big band jazz.
swing jazz,
Swing.
swing jazz.
And that's big right now, swing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dance swing, I'm seeing a lot. You're seeing a lot on TV now.
Yep.
When I got a hold of the library, I'm going through it. It took me days to organize it, and I saw this, and I was so excited. I called Ed and I said, "You're not going to believe what I just found in the library." He goes, "What?" I said, "Thriller."
You did. Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be playing that?
We'll play through it and see if it works. But
Oh, I want to hear
I
that.
saw it and I went, "You're kidding."
You
but-
found that.
I found
Yeah.
it. We have an arrangement of Thriller,
Wow.
country band with an arrangement of Thriller.
And that's what I love about you guys. Again, like I said it before, I'm being repetitive. You're crossing all generations and boundaries. You're bringing music back that people don't even know about. Most young people don't know about brass instrumental, and look what you guys are doing. And this is what we need to preserve, history, I believe. But then again, what do I know?
Well, one of the neat things about where we are in the continuum is the big band jazz thing is at the end of its timeline.
Oh, it is.
What we do is a generation newer than that. So there's a lot of people out there that have heard of the band and know what we do, and then there's a lot of people out there that are going to be able to lock on to what we do because they know the classic country.
So basically, you're getting a nice excitement in the music field again. And you won a Grammy. The band, won a Grammy as the best country instrumental band back in the 70s, right?
That's right.
Yep.
And 11
nominations.
11 nominations.
Which is pretty impressive. So you're looking for another nomination now?
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Didn't you do something at the Country Music Awards? I mean, you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, because they won the Country Music Instrumental Group of the Year 6 years in a row.
Who won?
The Nashville
Nashville
Brass
Brass.
did.
They did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We would occasionally make an appearance on the Country Music Awards show.
When was the last time you were there?
I did the one in 1977.
Oh, no, we got to get you now more current.
Yeah, a little bit.
We need you
Yeah.
in 2024, 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
that
so
works.
if
Yeah.
you're going to see these clips, you got to get these guys out there because they make you feel good. And that's what music is about, feeling good. I don't want to be depressed that my dog died and my truck is dead, And I
Well,
practiced.
that's a country song right there.
I know,
There you
but
go.
that's not the one I like. I practiced being married for 30 years. Now I'm happy I found a better wife. You're killing me.
That's good.
But that's exactly what country western music is. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
See, I don't want to hear all the vocals. I'd rather hear the instrumental.
We have vocals too, but it's about 80%
So who's the vocals in your band?
banjo.
The banjo player.
Anthony Dixon.
Anthony Dixon.
Anthony is a great singer.
Really?
He's a really fine singer. He's a great entertainer.
What's his best song that he sang? I know I'm pigeonholing, but there's got to be one song that he blows out of the water.
That's a difficult question because all the things that I've done with him have been like traditional jazz,
Okay.
and I haven't. We've been throwing some tunes at him, say, "Hey, can you sing this? Can you sing this? Like, can you sing Southern Nights? Can you do this? Can you do this?" And we're actually putting a repertoire together for
For
Anthony
him to sing.
for him to sing.
So you're going to put some Hank Williams in there, Johnny Cash, Elvis?
We hope so.
Yeah.
Thriller?
Whatever.
Michael Jackson? Hey,
With the moonwalk, yeah.
yeah, the moonwalk.
Moonwalking banjo.
I heard you know how to do the moonwalk.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Oh, no, that was Ed when he saw the guy throwing a temper tantrum. He did the moonwalk backwards because he didn't want to be related to him.
No, you didn't.
That's good. People used to ask if I was Danny's son.
Why?
Because of the red hair.
Oh, cinnamon, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you tell him?
Well, I didn't sell him anything, but one of the other performers,
Our other trombone
trombonists,
players
said that
would
yes,
say yes by Danny's
Sister.
sister,
Ooh.
and then walk away.
very
Yeah.
quickly.
And that's when you did the moonwalk.
And Ed was more red back in
was
those
a-
Yeah.
days.
It was a lot.
Well, we
of
were all a little darker back in those days. I mean, at least we have hair.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do the comb over.
No,
There was a
come
guy
over.
that I worked with once. He was not very old, but he acted like he was really young. He was hitting on chicks everywhere we went, but he had huge ball spot right
Right.
here, and he was just doing
I know,
it.
that's-
We started calling him Perry Comb Over.
Oh my God, Perry
Oh,
comb
gosh.
over. Oh God. Yeah, that's. I always thank God I have hair, right? Because all my brothers are bald, and my brother just shaved his hair. He had grown his hair a little bit because he had a bald spot. Now he's completely bald. He goes, "Why don't you shave your hair?" I go, "What are you on drugs?" I'm not looking like you or anybody in our family. I'm not looking like an egghead. I'm keeping my hair long. But you guys all look neat and clean, and this is these are the costumes.
Clean up,
Or
okay.
this is your outfits. I shouldn't say
Outfit,
costume.
yes.
So when you're playing, the clip I saw, I noticed this was the outfits you wear, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You have more than one, I hope.
Yes, we have multiple shirts, but we always wear the vest.
Same
And the,
vest.
black,
Oh, so the vest is your signature.
the vest is the signature,
very
and
nice.
black jeans.
Black jeans. You brought something here with an album that came from what? Your wife's
My wife's aunt.
aunt. And this is pretty cool. This is Danny Davis and the Nashville Brass live in person, and it's autographed
Yep.
to the end.
Danny
That's
himself.
pretty good. Danny himself. It says first live album. Is that true?
That was true.
Yeah.
It was.
Wow, the first live
Danny
album.
did everything in the studio until
that album.
that record.
That's pretty interesting.
And the show that we do is more than half of what's here.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm looking at some of the songs here. Your Cheating Heart, Hank Williams.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Tennessee Waltz, I love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's why these people you need to listen to this brass instrumental band. It'll make you feel good. I mean, I feel good already, and I haven't taken any drugs or any speed or anything like that. I'm just having a good time talking
I
to
know
you
a
guys.
guy.
You know a guy? Hey, I'm Italian. You think I don't know a guy? Come on. My last name ends in a vowel. You got a problem?
I bet you know a lot of guys.
I know a lot of guys. A lot of those guys are not with us today. Do you guys want to add anything? I mean, you got the floor with the audience here and the fans. Come on, Herb, you're the leader. You're killing me.
Well, we're just looking forward to, getting this thing going and bringing this great music back to the people and reintroducing that legend of Danny Davis in the Nashville Brass. But now it's 2.0 Nashville
Yeah.
Brass.
Let me tell you why I wanted to do this.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
I think
And I've
everybody
had
knows
this
that.
discussion with Ed before and other members of the band. When I was on the band, I was in my 20s, and I was so obsessed with being really good at my job and being right and being the world's greatest, whatever I was trying to be at the moment.
Right.
I didn't realize how much fun I was having. Now, do it again. This time I'm going to have fun.
Oh, yeah. So you
And
didn't
I'm
have
gonna
fun the first time?
And I have fun with my friends.
Yeah, and that's the beauty.
Yeah.
You guys all get along, even with Larry. I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poor Larry.
Even the
Is he the
drummer,
guy that
yeah.
takes all the grief, Larry?
Larry's going to get all the heat. I've already got the jokes written.
Oh, I know.
I'm ready.
My stand-up comic is going to be about Larry. 30 years practicing marriage, and he still doesn't get it right. He's killing us.
I got it right this time.
You got it right this
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
Laura's your wife's name, right?
Yeah.
Laura, thank you for making him a happy, smiling Larry. Because they all get along now, Laura. So she must have done something right. Because
Oh,
she
yeah.
picked you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know
That's the way it
that.
always works, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Tonight Orlando. We had the great Nashville Brass Band here. 5 members are not here because there's 8, but we have Herb, the leader. We have Ed, the redhead. And we have Larry, our drummer, who plays on our show. And you know what Dr. Carl says at the end of the show? When life gives you meatballs, what do we say? Forget about it. And the problem with these meatballs, my meatballs are bigger. These are small meatballs. These are small meatballs. I need bigger meatballs. I have bigger meatballs. And again, this was your host, Dr. Carl, on Tonight Orlando. We'll see you next time. Ciao.